season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL. Throwing on first down. Black throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mullins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On second down, it's Mullins. A gain of 5.
Blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Black
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On third down, Mullins, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Mullins, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Second down and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Looking to throw. Oliver. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time?
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
On first and 10, Oliver. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selected.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a handoff running through the middle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And this brings up a third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Black. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So here are the Texans to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Oliver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards. Facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to throw. Oliver. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Basement. Defense.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give up the middle.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Oliver. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. Cut this to a 17-point spread. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
A final shot before break. Oliver, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. But the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Off play action, Oliver, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Holding. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Oliver. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. Black. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Black. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Mullins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. They'll try the left side. It's Mullins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Black. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, pick up the 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, That's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Oliver. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From a yard out. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense set to go again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Oliver. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off play action, Oliver. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready?
On 4th down, Oliver caught on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally...
And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Black. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This is taken at the 23. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Back to throw. Black. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Black. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Houston's offense taking over again. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.